Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer, here with my volunteers, Peggy and Betsy. We're here on behalf of the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center doing some at-home workouts for you. And we're at the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club. They're kind enough to let us use their building to do these. Today we're going to do some winter sports training. So if you're a skier or a snowshoer, cross-country skier, or just like to go take your dog for a walk in the snow, we're going to be doing some exercises that'll strengthen you in those movements, condition the body, get you ready for some winter fun. We're going to start with a warm-up though. So let's just march. Nice tall posture. Shoulders back and then down. Head is high. All right, we're going to take both arms and just swing. So not very big, not very high. We're going to start kind of low. Getting those shoulders to start loosening up, getting mobile, getting warmed up. A little higher. So now we're not necessarily matching the beat of the music. Let's slowing it down and getting it bigger. All right, start breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Now feet are a little wider than hip width. We're going to do a few little squats. We're going to sit down, stand. Now your shoulders are back. We never let that back round. We always keep it nice and straight. We're pushing the bottom back, bending the knees. Body weight's in the heels. So this is a good quick way to warm up all those big leg muscles. The front, the back, the glutes. Gets the heart rate up, gets the blood pumping throughout the body. Two more. Not very deep. Now we're going to slow it down a little. Add those arms. So we've got the squat with the arm swing. It's become a full body movement now. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You always want to progressively and gradually get that body warmed up. We don't want to just start right into our skiing or snowshoeing without a nice warm up. Get the body warm and the muscles ready to go. Whew. All right, come on down. Alternating arm swings. Now the feet can come in a little closer. You use your arms a lot when you're outdoors doing the winter sports. So we'll work on legs and arms today. 4, 3. Now let's do just knees up. So your knees stay about hip width apart. Lift, lift. Now if your balance isn't so good, you can always just keep your feet close to the floor. Just make it small. Or a little higher. Warms up all the muscles, gets that core activated. Draw the navel in. All right, arms. Now don't think about it too much. Opposite arm and leg come up. Your body naturally does opposite to counterbalance. Keep you balanced. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to slow those knees down. We're going to hug. So now the balance really comes into play. We're doing a little stretch. Getting the back of the leg stretched out. The hips, glutes, hamstrings, but also your low back. So if you can't hug your knee in without straining your low back, just lift a knee a little bit. Don't pull it up. Woo! One more each. Nice little moving stretch. Okay, feet hip width. We're going to come into a little squat, and then we're going to do some toe taps behind. Right now, just keep your arms bent. Let them just go with the flow. You notice it's opposites again. Actually, it's the same in that the leg that taps behind is the arm, that arm is lifting. A little bit straighter. Now we're squatted down, but our back is still straight. Woo! 4, 3, 2. Let's come on up and just march. So when you're doing some winter sports, you're often down in a squatted position. Okay, come to a stop. Feet hip width apart. We're going to do a little slow front lunge. So we step forward. Feet are still hip width apart. It's hard to balance. Bring that knee down. Pull back. Other side. You don't have to step out very far. It's that back knee that's kind of dropping toward the floor. Woo! So a lot of these movements we'll be working on later to strengthen the body. They're multi-muscle group movements. One more. All right, let's just inhale, get tall, get tall, get tall. Exhale. All right, we're a little bit warmed up. We'll keep warming up as we go on. Get some water, and we'll continue. All right, we're skiing. So this segment is all about strengthening the muscles that go into downhill skiing. Even if you've never done it before, this is going to come in handy for gardening or anything that you do that it uses a lot of our leg muscles. So feet a little wider than hip, toes forward. We're just going to do more squats. Down, up. So you're pressing into those heels to get the body weight back up to standing. Down, up. Now you can always slow it down. Do every other one. Whatever works for your body. Shoulders are back. Head is just neutral. So we're not looking down, but we're not looking up either. We don't want to strain the neck. Okay, one more. Now, squat pulses. We've done these a lot before. Pull the navel toward the spine. They're just little mini squats. They're just quick. 4, 3, whoo, you can feel it there. Now, up on the toes. Up, up. Now, in a moment, we might, or might not, depending on you, make that a little jump, but we'll do that in a second. In 4, 3, let's just march. Whew. So we've got several movements there. We're going to be going back to the squats, squat pulses, doing 3 of those. then up on the toes. Looks like this. It's 1, 2, 3, up on the toes. 1, 2, 3, push through those heels. And up. So you're down, you're skiing, up. Now, can you give it a little jump? 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3. Woo, going over a jump. Or you can always just stay on the toes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time, heart rate's up. 1, 2, 3. March it out. Woo. So that uses a lot of leg muscles. That's why your heart rate goes up. So you're probably breathing heavier. You're sweating. All right, let's do some moguls. Feet are narrow, hip width apart. It's a squat again, but it's with our heels swiveled to one side. Take those poles, I was gonna call them sticks. Back and in the center, other side. Center, squat, center. So you're swiveling those heels. Get the arms swinging. Whee! So you're just doing a little squat with the toes facing the corner. One more. Okay. Can we do a little faster? Side to side or corner to corner. Stay down. You're swiveling those heels, so we're not jumping. 4, 3, walk it out. Woo. A little wider. Gonna go back to our squats. But this time, we're just heading straight down the hill. No moguls, no bumps. Let's get those arms pumping. We're staying low. Conditioning those legs. Swing. Get the poles pushing you down the mountain. Shoulders back. Where's that belly button? Pull it back to the spine. 2 more. You're really getting the speed up. All right here. Knees are a little bit bent, like you're gonna start into a squat. But keep the legs right where they are. We're gonna hinge from here. Back is straight, take your shoulder blades, pull them together. Chin stays up. We're gonna just do a little deadlift. So from the side, looks like this. Up. So you notice the back never rounds. You're using your low back. Shoulders back. In fact, can you put those hands behind you? Maybe on your hips. Keep the shoulders squeezing together back there. Yeah. One more. So we're working on the back of the legs and the low back. Now, one more in this little series. Widen out. We're gonna drop down. Chin stays up, head is above the heart. Okay, let's straighten, bend. It's a frog squat. Funny looking thing. I'm gonna show you from the side again. So you're just straightening, bending. Notice the head doesn't move at all. You can use your hands. Whoops. There we go. All right, one more. And slowly up, tuck the chin, march it. Wide feet. Let's settle to a stop. Now we'll be bending at the knees, pulling that heel straight into your center. We're gonna do 4 each side. 1, 2, 3, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Woo, switch. Last set of 4. Really strengthening those legs. Now 2, 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 2. One more set of 2. Now singles. Woo. All right, so keep moving. Go get some water, and we'll go on to the next sport. All right, we're snowshoeing now. So, a lot of the same sorts of movements or muscle groups. We're just working in different ways to kind of mimic the movements that you would do out trying to make your snowshoes work in the snow. Okay, I'm going to come over a little bit. You guys can, well, you can come over a little bit too. We're going to side step. So we're up tall first, and we're just going to step over some little low fences. Now go back, step up and over. We'll start standing first. One more, and then go back. All right, hold. Now we're gonna do that squatted. So we're gonna engage all those big leg muscles. Shoulders have to stay back, and don't go too low. But we're gonna step over those obstacles sideways again. So we go down, step, step, one more, step, then stand, and sit, step, step over it, and stand up, shoulders back, down, step, 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 stand, down, step, 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 and just march it. Okay, I'm gonna center back up again. In 4, 3, let's get our knees up again. It's a knee, knee. So engage your core, draw the navel back. So when you're snowshoeing, you gotta really be lifting those knees a lot. Let's take it forward. 4, 3, 2, go back. 4, 3, 2, go forward. 4, 3, 2, and back. Again. And back. One more time. All right, now stay here. We do 1, 2, hold, down. 1, 2, hold, down. Up, up, hold. Up, up, hold. Up, up, building that balance and that endurance. You really have to be able to lift that snowshoe up off the snow, right? Well, think about the snowshoe being all loaded with snow. So you need some strong quads. And one more time. Hold, now march it. Woo! Okay. So we're gonna do 3 knees up, then do 2 side steps. So, looks like this. A 1, a 2, a 3, down, step, step. Knee, 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 down, step over. Now up, and knee, 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 down. Step, step. Knee, 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 down. Step. We'll get it. Just keep at it. Knee, 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 down. Step, step, and knees. Up, 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 and down. Step. Woo! March. Alrighty. Let's do some alternating front lunges. Feet hip width apart, toes forward. Because if we step forward and our foot is turned, our knee is going to be turned. And that's no good for the knee. So, toes forward. We're going to step forward, back knee down, pull back. Now other side. So your body is upright. We don't lean forward. It's almost like the upper body didn't move. Forward, pull back, woo, forward, pull back, again. We have one more set. Land in that front heel, one more. All right, feet parallel. We're gonna be turning, making a 90-degree turn with our snowshoes on. So, we gotta do this in a squatted position, not very far down, just a little bit. Belly button pulled in, shoulders back. We're gonna take one leg, turn it out. Only as much as your hips will allow. Bring them together. Stay low. Front, front. Stay down. Other side. And together. Front, toe pointing front, front. Let's do it again this side. Facing the side wall. Together. Front, front, and side. So when you're wearing snowshoes, even if they're the new small technology, there's still a bunch of things on your feet, so it's hard to move them. All right, one last thing. Let's step wide. Turn your toes out. We're just gonna sit down. So it's a plie squat. You're pushing the bottom back, just like a regular squat. Your toes just happen to be turned out. Now don't turn them so far that you're not comfortable. We're working the inner and outer thighs, as well as those big leg muscles. Now come up, knee out. Let's keep it slow. So snowshoeing, you're gonna have to get over some big drifts. You're gonna have to get those knees up in a lot of different directions, even angled like this. All right, let's go back to those plie squats. Shoulders back. One more. Woo, knees out. Keeping it slow on purpose to develop our balance. All right, finish up a few more of those. Go get some water. And we'll go to cross-country skiing next. Okay, we're gonna do some cross-country skiing now. So, grab a couple things. If you have maybe 2 water bottles or 2 cans of soup or a little set of dumbbells, maybe 2 pounds, no more. We're gonna be needing a set of weights a little bit later. And you'll want a little bitty towel, like a washcloth size, because we'll be sliding on the floor with our legs. All right, I'm gonna start real far back because we're gonna do those lunges again, but this time we're gonna move with them. So, let's step forward, drop that back knee down a little bit, pull forward, then forward, and together. We'll just do, I don't know, this is about all I have room for, so let's go back. Back, pull. Back, it's hard to balance. So if you need to be near the wall, do that. Okay, let's go forward again. So we're getting those leg muscles conditioned to be kind of in a low stance, moving stance. Let's go back. So we just step back, keep the body upright. Woo! One more. All right, let's go forward a little bit. We'll get back to our place. All right, hold. Now legs are narrow. We're gonna sit. We're gonna tap again, back, like we did in the warm-up. Arms bent, belly button pulled in. Now don't think about it. Let those arms just go. So the foot that's going back, it's that arm that goes forward then. It's the body's way of counterbalancing. When you're cross-country skiing, you're in a low stance. You're never just standing upright with your legs locked. So we're conditioning those muscles to stay low. Our back is straight, shoulders are back, belly button, pull back, engaging the core. Almost there. 4, 3, 2. March it out. Now grab that towel. So just a little guy. And you'll have to find a slippery floor. So maybe your kitchen, your entryway, your bathroom, someplace that has like no carpet. All right, we're gonna put that under one foot. Feet about hip width apart. Toes forward. Shoulders back. Because guess what? We're going down again. A little bit of a squat. Pull the navel in. Now all your body weight is in this standing leg. We're gonna come forward, like onto the heel, and then back onto the toe. Heel, toe. Woo! So you're feeling the standing leg before you feel the working leg. Because all those stabilizers in your hip have to kick in. Your core is engaged. You are pushing and pulling. So you're getting both the quad and the hamstring. One more. Woo! All right. Other leg. So be careful, don't let it cause you to slip. All your body weight should be on that leg that has the grip. Let's get down. Pull the navel in, shoulders back. Come forward and back. You need to readjust your towel a few times, that's okay. Just push it, pull it. Now, if you're having too much trouble balancing, grab a chair or a wall, something to keep you balanced. And also you can make it real small instead. Don't reach real far if you're having trouble. Heel, toe. Woo! One more. All right, so set the towel aside. Grab those little bitty weights. We don't want very much weight at all. We don't want to strain the shoulders. But as you're cross-country skiing, you're holding poles and your arms are pumping as well as your legs. So we're going to condition those arms a bit. We're going to do it in an unstable situation. So, bless you. So feet are hip width apart. Let's step forward like we're going to lunge. But we're just going to kind of balance there. Now, if you have too much trouble in a split stance, go ahead and put your feet back together. Bent arms, and just do a running arm, like you're running. So the reason we're in a split stance is because with cross-country skiing, your feet are often apart like this. I know your feet are usually going with the arms, but we're just going to combine balancing with arm and shoulder and upper body. Woo. All right, and bring it back in. Now just to balance out a little, we're gonna step forward with the other foot. Get your balance. All right, arms. We're gonna be doing a shoulder width pullover. So palms facing in. We're gonna come up. We're gonna come back and lift and back. Being in a staggered position like this, it's hard to balance. So that's part of the challenge. Get the body used to being in a little unbalanced situation. Working on the back and the shoulders. Because when you use poles out in the snow, you're using a lot of back, a lot of shoulder, a lot of chest, and a lot of arms. Woo! All right, now, feet come back in. Let's keep those arms pretty straight, and we'll just alternate a back and front. Now you don't need to go up very high on these. Maybe just shoulder height or a little above. Now keeping the body straight forward, we're not turning side to side. Hold it in place. That's using the core muscles. Your arms have to be as strong as your legs are for winter sports. So that's why we've got a little weight right now. All right, a couple more, and then go get some water. And we'll work on a little more strengthening when we get back. Okay, put your towel and your weights aside, get them out of your way. We're going to be working on a lot of hip strength for this next segment. So not only do your legs, glutes, arms, shoulders, back have to be strong for different winter sports, but you have to be able to move side to side, so you have to have strength, stability, and mobility in your hips. We're gonna start with a clock, what am I calling it? It's a clock hop. So we're in that same little half squatted position. You can use your hands to support yourself. Belly button pulled in, shoulders back. I'm gonna take one leg. I'm gonna tap front, side, back, up on the toes. So we'll do it slow motion first. Now other side. Front, side, back, hop. Now back to the first one. Tap, tap, hop. Other side. Front, side, back, hop. Now, how about we speed it up a little bit? So concentrate. Here we go. Front, side, back, hop. Front, side, back, hop. Now remember, you don't have to hop. Just come up on the toes. Gets the heart rate up a little. Other side. Front, side, back, hop to change. Front, side, back. Woo! Okay, we have one more set. Front, side, back, hop. And hop. Toes forward, legs straight this time. Alternating a side leg lift. So now you can really feel how we're digging down into that hip joint, getting those muscles strengthened. Now you feel it up here too. The sides of the core are working. Now we don't want to lean over, so don't do a big bend. Keep the toe facing front. That's the trick. Then it gets into those stabilizers. The more stable our hips are, the more we can do. 4, 3, 2, one more. All right, we're going to keep the toes forward, but widen out. Kind of as wide as your hips will allow you to go. Because we're gonna do some side lunges. Just bend and straighten. So when you bend that knee, it kind of goes forward and up. Other side. So you're alternating a side lunge. We've done this many times. As you come back up to center, you're pushing into this heel. Now push into that heel to get you back up. Now your hips might be more comfortable with a slightly turned out toe, and that's okay, experiment. Shoulders are back. We're not rounding. One more. Okay, now same position. Let's turn those toes out just a little. We're gonna bend, come up, and then sweep across. Whoa. So it's a bend, straighten, sweep. It's hard to balance. Yeah, sweep. Because our center of gravity's over here. And then we're back to the center. But it takes a while for the body to get it, huh? Lunge, sweep. So just keep at it, because in a few attempts, you get a lot more stable. So we're working all the different parts of the hip. And one more. But now, we have to do the other side. So bend. Now we're gonna pull across as we come up. Or you can just bend, straighten, then sweep. So you can make it two different movements. Bend, sweep. Bend, sweep. One more. All right. So, let's point those toes forward again. We're going to do some of those bend and straightens, but 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Other side. So when you bend that knee, it's kind of face in front. 2, 3. Push through the heel. 1, 2, 3. One more set of these. 1, 2, 3. Other side. Ooh. All right. Bring it back in. Legs are hip width apart. Spread those toes. We're going up, down. Simple calf raise, but they're not simple. That puts the body off balance as soon as you go up on your toes. So everything has to kick in. Your concentration, your core, your lower leg, of course, that's where we're feeling it. 2 more. All right. Now, I'm going to back up. Start with them. Up on the toes. We're going to walk forward and back. Okay, let's go backward. Up on the toes. Woo! Got to strengthen that lower leg. So just walk around your house on your toes for a bit. We don't have very far to go, so we're just going to go forward and back. All right, this next time, we're on our heels, folks. Let's walk forward on those heels. It's hard to balance. Maybe try to go backward now. Woo! If you need to be beside the wall, that's okay, do that. So, no, it's not hips now, but it's from hips down that we're working. Nice strong legs. Woo! All right. So just do that a little bit longer and then get some water. Join me back here for stretching. All right, you've done well with your strengthening and your conditioning for your winter sports. Now we're gonna stretch and then do some work for the core. So let's take one leg, set it on the heel, legs are hip width apart, pull the toe up, lock the knee. We're going to just do a little hamstring stretch to start with. So if you need to be by the wall, next to the wall or a desk or a chair, use that support. The leg is straight, you're feeling it in the back of the leg. So now that the body is warmed up good, now we can take our time with stretches and just slow them down, get a good lengthening of the muscles. All right, now up. Okay, our body weight's gonna be on the one standing leg. So don't lock it, loosen it up a little. We're gonna take this leg, do some front leg lifts. So this one you might need some support. We're working on balance, of course, because we're on one leg. But our core muscles are working as hard as the leg muscles to raise that leg up off the floor. Now, if you can't get it very high, don't force it. You might only be able to come up off the floor a little bit. Whoa. We don't want to overstretch the back. All right. Woo. One more. Okay, let's take that leg step straight back. Heel down. Notice how hard it is to balance. Okay, we're going to just come up and feel that stretch in the front of the hip and down your thigh. Let's take our arms and reach out and back. Kind of get the front of the body to open up a little bit to stretch. Okay, arms down, let's step in. Now that same leg that we were working going front, we're going to work back now. Toe will naturally turn out a little bit here. Your hip does that. We're going to just lift to the back. Now I want to show you from the side for a moment. We're not doing a big back bend. We don't care how high that leg comes up. We're just sweeping back only as far as that ball and socket joint is going to let you go, okay? So it's not very high. Just sweeping backward, sweep. So with these, you're kind of focusing in the low back. Those muscles are helping the glute and the hamstring to lift that leg. Just sweeping, sweep. All right, one more. Okay, so other side, same series. We're going to take it out front, set it on the heel, pull the toe up, lock that knee. Let's sit back and just hold that stretch. So you're feeling it in the hamstring and that calf that was just working so hard with the toe walks. Shoulders are back. We don't want to round the back because when we do, it gets rid of that good stretch there. All right. And then up. So, body weight goes into that standing leg. You're going to lift. We're trying to control it. So it's different than just like front kicks that we often do in the cardio part. We've slowed this down. Your core is helping to lift that leg. Remember, don't try to force it high. You're controlling it. We're drawing the navel back. That activates those core muscles, helps them to more efficiently strengthen. Woo. One more. Okay, keeping that hip width position, let's just step straight back. And you can put the heel down And then raise up so that you're feeling even up into the abdominals, the stretch, the front of the hip and down. Let's reach out and pull back. And don't let that heel come inward. Keep it lined up with the toes. It's hard to balance, but anything we can do in this kind of split position like this, we should at least try, because that really is an efficient way to build stability, even if it's just a stretch. Okay, arms come down. Let's step in. So that same leg, turn it out just a tiny bit, and we're just going to lift to the back. So kind of keep track of it. Don't let it go off to the side. That is a good exercise, but right now we're trying to get the big glute, the big muscle in the back to work, as well as our low back. Woo! 3, 2. All right, shake it out. Let's turn those toes forward. Step wide. And we do this quite often, our little side lunge stretch. Bend that knee. Come on over. Back is straight. Let's hold it for a moment. That helps to kind of loosen up the inner part of the leg, and the hips. And then up. Let's go to the other side. Just bend that knee. Body weight comes down into that heel. And then back to center. We can bring those feet a little closer in. Turn the toes out, and let's sweep, then switch. Sweep. So back to that pesky sweep again. That's a great one for stretching the outer part of the hips. So your feet start wide. Well, I'd like to thank my volunteers again for